Happy Monday. It's been a rough couple of weeks, so I thought I would sit and visit a minute in all my gorgeous glory. Looking ratty today. Let's talk about fear. There's a movie called Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and it's Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro, and there's a scene where Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro, both of them are sitting in like a circus in Vegas, tripping balls, and Benicio del Toro's character says, "I think I've got the fear," and I've had the fear. I just went through a relationship breakup the day before Valentine's Day. It was very sudden. It was unexpected. Didn't see it. Well, kind of felt it coming, but I've been trying to hang in there, and he was just all of a sudden like, deuces, and I was like, great. So went from being basically financially just fine, not really having to think about it too much, to all of a sudden being dropped on my disability receiving ass and having to deal with the bills. And he took my car with him, and I had to figure out how to get a car, and did a month on my bicycle with the grocery store and all like that before I finally got one. And then I got a car, and now I've got a car payment, and it's been rough. And it was a very long relationship. It was 19 years as friends and 8 years together, and it's been a real adjustment, and I'm not done with it yet, and I keep trying to be done with it and over it, and not allowing myself to adjust properly, I think. So there's been, my adrenals are taking a hit, let me tell you. There's been a lot of up and down, and oh my God, I'm gonna, freaking out, and then, no, I'm gonna be okay. This is an opportunity. This is, thank God for social media, frankly, because between Facebook and Instagram, I get a lot of inspiration off of the people that I follow, especially on Instagram, because Facebook is kind of a little bit of everybody in there. I have double horns. Kind of a little bit of everybody on Facebook. I got friends, I got family, I've got whoever, but Instagram is really who I choose that I know are going to inspire me. A lot of yogis and those sorts of things. So, but there's days when, and I've been pretty good. My problem is the last 2 weeks, I think the stress finally got to me. I got a touch of gastritis, so my stomach has really been messed up. And it's been, whenever anything happens to throw me off my game, it seems to be a real challenge for me to just plow through. And I've done basically okay until this morning. I decided, I may need to see an actual doctor. So I spent all day trying to get I had to change my primary, because my primary was blah, blah, blah. So, but the fear thing, I've been focusing on whenever I feel afraid of my situation, trying to flip it into being excited for the opportunity. And I've had mixed results with that. I know that's what ultimately it is an opportunity. Ultimately, I am free to do more than I was able to before, because I was confined by my relationship. He was very jealous of my time. I'm not the type of person to focus on myself very much when there's another person there. So that was, doing that for me. So now I'm able to really decide who I want to be. I raised a daughter by myself, and, was in healthcare and that kind of thing, was disabled, but it'll be 9 years ago this coming August I became disabled. So it's really been a long time since I've been able to really choose what I want to do and have the ability to do it. And working on, I can work on my jewelry now, I'm trying to get a little more high profile with that, on more of an online presence. It's Fair Winds Jewelry, if you go looking for it. It's on Etsy. But it's been tough, because the fear is the go-to. We're raised, with that whole fight or flight thing, innate within us. And when things happen, it seems like fear is just an automatic go-to, and it becomes almost a habit. And depending upon the experiences that we have, I think an awful lot of the time, if there's enough that really causes fear, not just the reaction of should I be afraid? When the answer is yes, too much, I think it becomes something that we just think that everything makes us fearful. There's been, but you have to kind of try to break it down. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Is this going to kill me? Probably not. Am I going to be on the street? I don't think so. So then from there, it's, what do I want for myself? And I saw something today that really resonated with me, which was, it would be paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly, but don't be afraid of a situation now, be afraid of being in this same situation a year from now. And that's really true. I am in a situation now where it's a challenge, but I know, and the thing is, the universe is telling me I'm being handed opportunities. I'm being handed, boots in the butt, to go in particular directions. And I'm at least happy that I'm able to recognize that I am being handed opportunities. But it's been a real growth thing for me, getting past the fear. And some days are better than others. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't feel I have any choice. I have to do it. I can exist, hand to mouth and paycheck to paycheck. I don't want to. I have things that I want to do. I want to travel. I want to see New Zealand and Bali. I have wanderlust, I want to go places. The world is to be explored as far as I'm concerned, from my way of thinking. There's some people that are okay, born and raised in the same hometown, they never go anywhere else, and they're perfectly happy like that. I have never been that person. I will never be that person. I love where I am. I'm in Daytona Beach, Florida. I love it here. I live in an apartment on the river, right by the ocean. I wouldn't want to get much further from the water. I really like it, but I still want to visit the world and see places on my dime. I don't want to have to wait around or look around like who's going to bring me places. That's just not, I just don't want to do that. I want to be the one to say, I did this. I earned this money. This is what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to go play. I'm going to go see things and experience things, and I've got 50 years to go. I'm going to go do it, so it's been a real challenge. It's not, I wanted so bad to be over the relationship, to be over the pain, that I didn't allow myself to go through it. And I'm still, I have to give myself a break, I'm still going through it sometimes. And it's okay. But I do know that, in my saner moments, I know that really it was for the best. It's just that, you miss the friendship when there's still friendship that was there. That's what I miss. I miss the friendship. The best thing has been the sun coming up every morning. It's got this horrible habit of doing that, whether you want it to or not. And really, every day is a new day. And I've been lucky to retain this sort of mindset, I guess, or whatever it is for kids. When your child's got had a terrible day, they go to bed in a horrible tantrum, and they might be yelling that they hate you from the other room or whatever. But when they wake up in the morning, it's like the whole day is like things are better. And I'm usually able to do that, and I'm usually able to have a fresh perspective every single morning. Even if I by the middle of the day, even if I go, okay, today's shot, I feel crappy, I can't pull it out. I can always tell myself tomorrow, I'm going to wake up and it's going to be a better day. So today, didn't make it to the gym. It's been the first time in a while I haven't been able to go. So I've been able to get myself to my bench, work a little bit on my, I had to hollow some beads out. I don't know if you can see. It's a bead. I had to make it more hollow, and doing something a little differently here as far as adjusting goes. It's a little more traditional in the South Pacific, sort of Maori style. This is my first infinity symbol. It's three-dimensional, and it was a little bit of a challenge. It's going to my brother Roger. I finally got it finished, Roger. But so I was able to do something, at least play with pretty things today. So that's one good thing. Hang on to the good things, the really good things. There's good things. I can look out the window here. I'm in Florida. This is what Florida looks like in the morning. Well, it's the afternoon. It's quiet. The palm trees are blowing in the breeze. Chamber of Commerce couldn't ask for a better day. But if you're dealing with the fear, hang in there. If it's real bad, reach out. You know, I think I've been a little lonely, so I've been finding people that I can text and call, and just don't even have to talk about what's going on with me. Just a grown-up person to talk to that I know that cares about me and doesn't mind spending time talking about nonsense just to divert me for a minute. You know, it's hard to reach out when you're just not feeling it. But the alternative is to stay inside yourself and stay in the bottom of that well and be looking up, you know, at that little circle of light and wondering if you're ever going to see it again. And that's not a good place to be. It's just not, you know, and sometimes it's hard. But sometimes just reaching that one hand, just a handhold. If all you can get is a handhold, sometimes that's all it takes. You know, just one at a time, and then just the next hand. And look around you, because that hand out can come from the most unexpected places. You know, it could be you got to make a phone call, make a doctor's appointment, and somebody who's really nice. You know, and just appreciating and being grateful for that nice person that makes things easier for you. Sometimes that's enough to start you on the right path. You know, so look for things, look for the unexpected. Create people on social media. Go to like Instagram, for example, and follow people that you know are going to be inspirational to you. Yogis are real good for that. Trainers, people that train. I've got a friend in 5th Street Gym down in Miami named Larry, and he's always putting some really cool stuff on Instagram that helps me, kind of gives me a kick in the ass in the morning sometimes when I don't feel like working out or getting on my bike. And I'll read what he has to say, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm there. Ooh, let's see a bird. Check the bird out. I hope you can see it. Isn't it pretty? Anyway, birds make me happy. Water birds make me happy down here. There's so many of them. So look for the little things. Get out of the well. There's so much out here in the world that will help you, even if it's just for a distraction, long enough for you to get your feet back underneath you again, and remember that you can do the thing. You can do the thing. Whatever the thing is, you can do it. It might not be right now or today, but you can do it. Just stay on track and stay focused. If you lose your focus, just get it back. Don't give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. That's the most important thing. Face your fears. Face the fear. Anyway, have a great day. Peace.